I've had a question from a client about these ticks that are on my plants. Now, the client seems to be having trouble with the size of the tick and the thickness of the line on the tick. Now, it's all controlled by a class. So let's just have a look, see how this works. So I've got my plant selected. Let's go and edit the style. Here it is here. I've got my cross set. So that's what's setting this graphic style of that. I've got the size, so I can make that smaller. But I've also got a class for this. So let's just have a look to see what my class is. It's under plants, component, and I have tick selected and see here. Now, the other nice thing with Vectorworks is that it's actually given me a hint here as to what it thinks should be the class, that one there. So that's really handy, but it is on the tick class. Now that should mean that the class is controlling the graphic style of that tick. So let's go back and have a look at our classes. So here's my class here, that the tick. Let's edit that and let's change this and make it red. This is the pen here. Let's give it a red color. Let's make it super fat and okay. And you can see quite clearly the class was controlling the graphic style of that tick. So it's gone heavy and it's gone red. Now, if I turn on my zoom line thickness as well, you'll see it now looks super heavy. So it could print far too heavy. Let's go back to my tick class. Let's edit that. Let's make that back to black and we'll make that back to 0.18, which is probably a nice thickness for this. It's not too heavy. It's got a little bit of weight. It's not too heavy for what we see. So that to me would be the solution for controlling that. Now it does only affect these two plants, the size of the tick. And I think you'll find that the size of the tick, those two are both the same. Hasn't affected the next plant. Hasn't affected these either. Now the class structure has affected these. Now these used to have a rather heavy tick on them, but they've also gone reasonably thin. Let's just have a look over here. There you can see there's my tick. It's not too heavy. And this is my dashed line running through here. So while we're talking about it, how about we solve the problem of this line, this dash? We've got this line here. Now this line is on a particular class. It's on the polygon class. That's this one here. So it's the component polygon class. If we edit that and let's make that a light gray color, let's make it really heavy so you can see the change that I've made. You can see there, it's really heavy. You can see the dash style. Let's go back and edit that. We're going to make that not quite that color. Let's go back to standard colors. Let's make it about 35%. Yeah, 35% there. Let's make it 8.18, so it's not too heavy, but it's got a little bit of weight and okay. And there you can see there's my dashed line and I'm controlling the color of that by the class. Now, because we're using classes, don't forget that we can use class overrides in viewport and change the graphic style of tick, the graphic style of the dash between the centers of the plants. So that's something that you can change viewport by viewport. Hey, thanks for watching. You've got to be a member to see this movie. If you've seen it and you're not a member, please become a member. See ya.